So I'm here with 7th degree black belt in Taekwondo, Master Miles, and he was so kind as to invite me into his home and show me their take on the front kick and the back kick. We're seeing this done more and more in MMA at the highest level, and so I figured I'd come straight to the source.
In Taekwondo, when you're kicking a target that is vertical, you're going to hit with the ball of your foot. This is also when you're hitting a target that's substantial, like a board or a person. So you're going to pull your toes back when you're throwing that kick. So the kick looks like this. Here, boom, I'm hitting with the ball of my foot when I make contact with the target. We also practice more of a front kick where we're snapping it out and hitting with the instep. We would typically use that if you're hitting a softer target, such as a groin, or if you've knocked somebody over, you might hit them in the throat or in the face with the ball of your foot. But typically the ball of the foot hits targets that are now more horizontal. You're coming up, whereas, the instep hits targets that are more horizontal, whereas the ball of the foot is hitting a more vertical target. The first drill that we're going to work on is a focus drill. Taekwondo uses these focus mitts. They're not so much used in other martial arts, but you can use hand gloves for this as well, hand mitts for this as well. And the drill is the mitts or the gloves are held about a foot apart. The idea being you don't want to kick like a football punter where the foot is coming up. You want to have the foot coming straight because that's how we're delivering the power. So we want the kick to come up. You point your knee and shoot. You don't want to hit one target or both of the targets. Basically, if you have a ladder, you're trying to kick between the rungs of the ladder. So we're here, boom, see, bad kick, boom, bad kick, boom. That's what we want. And you can just work on that, and that's one way of developing focus.
So I like this drill because you can even apply it to Muay Thai teeps to give you some focus, right? You kind of get it up into the line before you do your hip thrust to really get some focus on hitting the target, especially before you start putting this on the belly protector or the Thai pads.
A good drill for developing the speed is using a single target, and again, we're using a Taekwondo paddle, but you can use pretty much anything, is a single leg kicks. So repeatedly kicking the target, and you notice these kicks I'm using the instep. The idea is I'm not kicking something with power, I'm kicking something with speed. So the idea, I'm trying to develop speed, endurance.
You'll see this sometimes in some of the more JKD oriented sports, right? Where we're going to do that kind of fake into the kick and then developing speed for the self-defense kick. But it also teaches us to move from zero momentum, right? So if I'm in the pocket, it teaches me to deliver a kick without winding up, which a lot of MMA fighters who don't have a karate, taekwondo, or some kind of traditional martial arts background have some difficulty with, right? They'll often require some kind of wind up to get that kick going, whereas if I'm just trying to tap him, it's very easy to develop these kinds of attributes through training like this.
Now we're going to talk about developing power. You can use weights and lift those to develop power, but you can use your own body weight. And so I'm going to show you a drill. Basically, this is in Taekwondo, we call this a front stance. I'm going to kick off my foot in order to throw the kick. So I have to explode to kick. So that's you could do 2 sets of 15, 3 sets of 20. Build it on up. You'll develop a lot of power in your kicks through similar exercises.
This is Roy with Peter Miles at Miles Taekwondo Dojo. Hope you enjoyed this short lesson on the front kick. Keep your chin down, elevate your striking.